So talk to me about the first time you led worship. You went on the drums playing at the church. You had a praise team behind you, had a band. Where was that and what was the experience like when you was like, yo, I'm a worship leader?
Yeah, that was Hope Mills, Grace Tabernacle Christian Center. It's so crazy. And this is a story I tell when I'm talking to worship leaders all the time. I was in the choir. So when I went to this other church, I didn't bam, I'm the guy, started leading worship. I was in the choir. And from the choir.
Did you say soprano, right? Because I remember back in the day, you used to have range. So you say a little soprano.
Your daddy sang soprano. I sang tenor in the choir. I'm telling this story because I want people to understand that God will make your gift make room for you.
Facts.
That you don't have to pop into place and start establishing yourself as this person or this person. It's like, yo, what door did God open? Play your role to perfection.
Yes.
And God will open a door. God will make a way. God will slide somebody over to put you in the position that he wants you in the season that he wants you in it. So I got there and I was like, I was in the choir.
Yeah.
Never actually lead worship. I didn't even know what it was. Again, my guy, I'm leading devotional service.
Testimony service.
Testimony service.
Come on.
In a 40-member Pentecostal church. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So now I'm coming to a larger church. I think we're sending about 400 or 500 people.
Okay.
So that's mega to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From 40 people. So I'm coming to this church and I'm on the choir. Then they was like, oh, you did a good job on this. You want to sing on the worship team? Then I went on the worship team. Then they allowed me to lead a song on the worship team. Then I was like, oh, yo, you're anointed to do this. How about you do this from here on out? I'm like, okay, sure. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even like a situation where I went from pop to pop. It was like, nah, I served. I served, got in the background and was happy.
Yeah.
Then I got on the team and was happy. And then it was like, yo, because we see this in you, how about you do this? And I'm like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I love the Lord and I love to do it. And so I had a lady named Barbara Scriven, man. She just kind of took me to the side and just every week.
She any relation to KJ?
Yes, that's his aunt.
Shut your mouth.
Yes, KJ's aunt.
That's KJ's aunt.
She took me under her wing and made me read the Bible and told me why this is important and this is why we do this. And no, you're not going to scream and holler the whole time over here. This is vertical worship. The difference between vertical worship and horizontal worship. Like she was amazing. I learned all of that Grace Tabernacle. Yep.
Which brings me to this, man. The way you sing in church, the passion. When I watch you lead worship, whether it's a live recording on tour or you're just leading worship, you sing with so much passion. Like you literally leave it all out there.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's from the 40 members. Like, I don't know another way. Like, I've been criticized as a singer that only has one gear. And
you do?
No, and that doesn't, it used to bother me.
Yeah.
Right? It used to bother me because I felt like it kept me out of certain arenas, kept me out of certain churches, it kept me from certain opportunities. But it's like, yo, once I accepted who I was, and not just accepted who I was, but when I began to understand how God uses what he put in me to affect atmospheres and to break up atmospheres, then it's like, yo, I'm good. And so I surround myself with people who can go to first gear real quick, and second gear real quick, and third gear real quick. And so it's like, yo, so when I come in, it's like, I don't know any other way. And the reason why I don't know any other way as it regards to passion is because I know the truth.
Talk about it.
I know that I shouldn't be here. I know I shouldn't have what I have. I know I shouldn't have the opportunities that I have. I know there's no way I should know the people that I know. I shouldn't live where I live. I shouldn't drive where I drive. It is the grace and mercy of God. So it's like every time I grab a microphone, I cannot not see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I cannot not see that. I remember a situation that nobody should ever want to hear me sing another word that God brought me out of. I remember when God pulled me out of situations that I thought I was going to drown in, when God delivered my mind. And so it's like I always, every single time, and I'm so grateful for it, that every single time I take that podium, bro, I mean, I stand on that platform, I have to sing past that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't need people to get with it. I don't need everybody to be happy. It's like, yo, I know the truth.
Yeah, man.
And because I know the truth, I have to give him everything. He deserves my best.
Yeah.
He deserves this passion. And so because I understand that every time I grab a mic, it's like, yeah, I'm on 10 because I'm grateful. Like, it's not a song. It's like, if it really had not been for Jesus.
Yeah.
Like if I would be working somewhere doing something that has nothing to do with this if it had not been for Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's like I live in a place of gratefulness and gratitude because I know the truth.
Yeah, man.
So that's where I sing from every single time. I don't care if it's a birthday party.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a bar mitzvah.
I'm going
It's like
all gas, no break.
It's like, yo, God, you deserve this.
Yeah.
Like you've been better than
Dang
good.
good.
Like for real.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? 40 member, 300, 7,000.
Ugh.
Never asked to be a part of any of them.
Ugh.
Even how I got. And this is why I tell people, like, you gotta trust that God will allow your gift to make room for you, bro. I've never asked. That's why I struggle with people who are like super ambitious. So I like my tension, and there's nothing wrong with being ambitious as long as it's healthy, right? But I struggle with it because I look at my journey, I'm like, I never press my way into anything, bro. I am a living testimony that God will put people out of the way. God will shift people out of the way. Not people that I ask him to move.
Yeah.
He was just like, no, I need you here, so I'll set it up.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's like, I need you here, so I'll create the opportunity. I'll make a man say, I'm gonna start another church, but then don't start the church, invite you to come out and interview to come to a satellite campus, but then cancel the satellite campus because I really want you at the big campus. And that, yes, there's somebody already in that position, but by the time you get there, I'm gonna slide them over just so you can get there and be exactly where I need you to be, exactly when I need you to be there. Like that's God. Like God will allow, and I've never asked. So for me, it's like going from pop, pop, pop. These were situations where I was just serving. How do you get there? I was just serving. I was at my local church and somebody pulled up on me and was like, yo, he's anointed. Hey, I'm gonna set this up for you because you're really good at what you're doing and you're really anointed to do what you do. So I'm gonna call this person for you. Hey, you're really anointed. I like the way you wrote that song. I'm gonna call this person for you.
Yeah.
Hey, all from serving. Everybody who's found me and looked out for me, I was at a church leading worship.
That's crazy. Which brings me to this, James Fortune.
My guy.
James Fortune, a lot of people don't know this. James Fortune was very instrumental. He was actually one of the first persons who ever recorded a song you wrote, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
And then he was also the first live recording you sang on. Is that correct?
They sent James a song. James was like, yo, I love this song. Bro, what you doing tomorrow? First time I talked to James. The very first time I talked to James, hey, bro, I got this song, bro. This song is incredible. What you doing tomorrow? I got a date in Miami. I want you to come do it.
Ain't no way.
First conversation with James Fortune. I said, 40-member church, Todd.
Come on.
I said, bro, for sure. And you at this point, James is in his bag.
James is in his bag.
You know what I'm saying? James
gone.
in his bag. It's crazy. I said, cool. He hooked me up with somebody, sent me a flight. I get to the airport. This is the first time. Let me tell you something, boy. This is the first time I get to the airport. Then they have my name on the side. They were like, Todd.
That's care.
I couldn't stop smiling. I was like,
so that's why you could appreciate the sign we had for you, because you've already had signs before.
I've been doing signs for years. But bro,
that first sign, it does something to your soul. It makes you feel like they care.
I was like, bro, all I could think about, I'm from Rayford, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Did I get in a limo?
And that's when limos were popping. You could put me in a limo now.
You know?
But Doc, limos back then, a limo was everything.
Bro, you get that limo with that blue light going around the top of that joint.
Todd, don't do
and
that.
the wine got them champagne glasses in there?
Upside down?
Yes. That's care.
That's care.
I got in that limo. I was in there by myself. I said, I started putting up my little video camera. I said, Vanessa, you ain't gonna believe this. Bro, it was wild.
Hold on. Dog, go get my book bag at the office. Go ahead, because I'm gonna bless you. Keep going. I'm gonna bless you on this interview. Keep going.
So I'm in this limo. I do this date with James. It was like one phone call, bro. Nothing I was looking for. One phone call, and now I'm in Miami getting ready to sing BGVs, and I'm a terrible background singer. But it was like, yo.
I agree.
But this dude, he saw something in me. He saw something in me, and he didn't wait. He didn't take me through this process. He was like, yo, bro, like, your songwriting was one thing. And then he saw me lead worship. It was like, yo, come pull up with me. Come rock with me. And he didn't know me from anybody. And it was one song. He got one song from me. I was like, yo, I want you to be a part of what I'm doing. Changed my life. I've never taken voice lessons. I live with imposter syndrome. Every day I wake up, I'm like, somebody's gonna realize I'm really not that good. And they're gonna take all this away from me.
Jesus.
Every day. as I was preparing for the live recording, I'm like, man, these people gonna realize something that good. Every day, every Sunday, man, they're gonna realize I'm not that good. They're gonna realize I'm not that good. And so it's like I live in attention. And so I have people ask me like, before you go out, do you have this anxiety? And I'm like, yeah, and I love it. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be scared and fearful, but there's this little like, I always want to have, God, I still need you.
100%.
Like, I'm not that good.
Yeah.
I always want to have, I'm talking about doing 4 services before I will hit that platform every service. Hey, I can't do this without you, right? Okay. All right, cool. All right. I know that. Good? Yeah, we good. Like every day. It's like, yo, you need that thing.
It's like that healthy tension.
Because if not, then you're gonna turn into Saul.
Uh-oh. Come on.
You're gonna turn into Saul.
Come on.
And the problem is we are listening and going to churches and putting on people music that they have the position and not the anointing anymore.
Woo! That's good, Todd.
Because when Samuel came to Saul, he didn't remove Saul from his position. His anointing was gone, but he still had a position. And so we're enamored by people's positions,
yes,
and they don't even have the oil for that position anymore.
Ooh.
And so I'm like, God, I don't ever want to be that.
Jeez.
Please put me in an office and let me do paperwork before I'm on the platform and I have the position and not the oil. Put me in the back.
Yes, Lord.
Put me in the parking lot. I don't want to be that person because that's scary.
That's scary.
That's scary. That's scary. And my goal is like what I want to do at 43 is I want to be the Saul that God had his hand on and he doesn't have to remove his oil. And I want to say, come here, David, let me help you. Come here, David. Come here, David. Come here. Hey, don't do that. Do this. Hey, come here, David. Don't go over there. No, do this. Not before I get to that place where somebody has to tell me you can't do this anymore. I want to help David. I don't want to throw javelins at David's head at the dinner table.
Yeah.
I want to be like, no, David, come sit beside me. Come over here.
That's good.
Let me help you get there. Let me help you avoid the dumb stuff that I did.
Yeah.
Let me help you avoid mistakes and that you not have to fall in or trip over hurdles that I tripped over. That's the Saul I want to be. I don't want to be the Saul that Samuel has to come to me and was like, yo, I still hear the sound of sheep.
Ooh.
God said, kill it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I still hear the sound of like, no. No, I don't want to do that. I don't ever want to lose that, bro. I don't ever want to lose that.
And bro, I'm telling you, your heart posture, the way you move, the way you don't take, like, bro, you care less about being an artist. You care less. It's like you respect it, you know what comes with it. But you care less about that. You just want his presence.
Yeah, that's it.
I've seen that.
That's all that matters at the end of the day. Because you get here, like especially people who are aspiring to get to here,
whatever that is.
Whatever here is.
Wherever that is.
Because whenever you get here,
it's somewhere else you want to go.
Disappointed. You're going to be like, what? I did all this stuff to get here, and this is what this is. If your life is built on that and not grow and like legitimately not going from glory to glory with Jesus, this is going to disappoint you every time.
100%.
Every single time.
30 years I've been doing it and I still ain't here.
100 out of 100 times. It's like if this is not connected to your purpose and serving the Lord, because that's the only way you get from glory to glory, is like what I'm doing is connected to his will. And so he's taking me, not the system is taking me. We want the system to take us to glory, to glory. And God's like, nah, the system, are you crazy? These people are crazy.
Systems fail.
Systems fail.
People fail.
But God
never fails.
He won't fail. So it's like, for us, like, yo, anytime you put your hope, your dependency, your trust in this other stuff, it is going to let you down.
Yeah.
It's always going to let you down. I don't care how much money you get. I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't care what kind of house you live in. You're always, once you get it, it's like, what's next?
Yeah.
And so if it's not connected to your purpose, to what God has called you to do, it's always going to leave you.
I love it.